everybody, it's me, Krista. Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If not, welcome for the very first time to my little art corner here on YouTube. Today we're doing prompt number 30 of Inktober, which is ominous. For this one I really wasn't sure what I was going to do. I just wanted to do a female monster, so kind of went with it. I got my sketch in using a mechanical pencil. At first she was going to be more of a yurei, basically the creepy Japanese ghost with the long hair. And I also decided to give her really long fingers on one side and then have her without a hand on the other. After I got my sketch in, I inked it using a pen. This one is a hybrid Technica pen from Pentel Arts. After that, I pulled in a little bit of red for the eyes and the now halo area, and I start doing some cross-hatching using a Alvin Techliner in 3, and then going over that with some gray markers for some extra shading. This is definitely one of those ones where I didn't necessarily have a plan going in, and the drawing itself changes quite a bit throughout it. I think I want to do something like this again, but more where the original concept was, where it was a yurei with the long fingernails on the one side and then the missing arm on the other, and just keep the creepy, ominous figure that we have at this point versus the eyeball snatching monster we get later. This one is 4x6, and it is another one of those Strathmore watercolor postcards. I did a base of neutral gray for the background, and I again go in with my liner, just creating little bits of texture. I also pull in a white gel pen for certain areas to help pull back out highlights. I decided I wanted to do some red blood splatters on the clothing and on her fingers, so I did that. At this point I decided I wanted the background to be darker, so I go in with a full-on black marker and just fill her up. I should have probably stopped after I filled in that background and just called it a day, because at this point I kind of like how she's looking. For some reason while I was drawing it I kept going, no, something's wrong, I need to adjust this and that, and I just kept going and going. Sometimes it's just better to stop while you're ahead. Felt like her red halo I had going on was a little wonky, and I also wanted to pull in a red outline. I completely undo a lot of what's here later. Overall, I'm not very happy with this one, in case you can't tell. I do like how her hand turned out, and I like certain elements of it, and it's definitely one that I want to play with a little bit more, maybe on a larger thing, actually probably in acrylic paint, but later. That is one thing that's kind of a bummer about Inktober, is once you commit to something, you sometimes just have to keep going, especially if you're doing videos like this, because I didn't like how this turned out, but by the time I was finished with it, I didn't have enough time to restart or do a new one and get a video out, so I have to stick with what we've got here. But the good thing about Inktober is you can make these mistakes. You can look at something and then decide, well, I want to do something different next time. As artists, we sometimes just have to go and make the stuff that we don't like and learn from it so that we can do something better for the next project. I went back and forth about her having a mouth, and I decided that I just wanted the face to stay completely blank and black and in shadow, and then have the eyes glowing out of it. At this point I decided that that thing I have on top of her head, that I should just turn it into an eye, so that's what I did. I just went over with some red acrylic paint marker and some other red markers and a white acrylic paint marker, and I outlined her whole body with that. I gave the eye on top of her head some eyelashes, also using that marker. I used a black marker around the outline to undo that red light that I had all around her. And I turned some of the dots into the background into eyes as well. So she transformed from just a creepy monster lady into a creepy monster lady that I'm pretty sure just steals eyeballs with her claws. And maybe after she's consumed enough of them, that giant eyeball on the top of her head opens up. Who knows? Overall, as I've voiced before, I'm not super happy with this one. I think it's an interesting idea, but I kind of want to redo it again with the original way of how it was looking. But with that, this project, and therefore this video, is pretty much done. If you liked it, please hit that like button. If you have any comments, questions, feelings, concerns, or you want to let me know how your Inktober is going, let me know all about that in the comment section down below. I look forward to hearing from you. As always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day or night to watch this video and listen to me ramble. I greatly appreciate it. If you want to see more art videos like this, please feel free to subscribe. Hope y'all have had a great Inktober, and I hope y'all have a great Halloween. Bye, everybody!